A new way to type on the mobile phone. There was a time when only Latin script was okay for the phone, ABCD. Majority of the world which used to use the phone used to write in English only. But today the phone is used by all the developing countries and the Asian languages are very important. So how does one type on the phone? It's typically through multi-tap. You go tap tap tap. If you want to write C, you tap thrice. Now that has a lot of problems. English has 26 characters. Indian languages have over 70. Arabic languages also have a large number of characters. So therefore the loading on the phone on each character key goes up to 7 or 9 taps, which is absolutely unusable. Now here we are going to talk about a new technology that allows you to type in all languages of the world on the existing mobile phone using the basic keypad, using the existing keypad, and without the need of any printed characters. This uses statistical predictive texting, and let me give you a feel of what it really means. In this particular system, characters are constantly predicted and shown on the screen, and from which the user could be typing directly on a touchscreen phone, or could be using the basic numeric keypad of the phone to type, because this is a 3x4 grid and this is also a 3x4 ITUT keypad, and characters are indicated. So suppose you want to write what is happening. So you see the key W is on key 7, so I would press key 7 and it's written W on the screen, and everything has changed. So it's predicting for me what I could be writing next. So H is here on key 1 and A is here, what, space I S space H A P P E N I N G, space twice, and it puts a full stop, and it's ready for your next sentence. Now in this case, as you have seen, all the time the characters are coming up on the screen, mostly here in the corner, and that's because when you hold the phone like this in your hand, this is where your thumb naturally rests. And so when you make the predictions, which are basically just statistical probabilistic predictions, we put them according to their ergonomic ranks from this place towards this place. So that is why most often you would be going on typing on the very same key. So this usability has got just two rules. The character that you want, if it's on the screen, go for the indicated key. If you don't find it on the screen, press the next list button, which is the big button in the middle, and you get a next list and then the next list. So say suppose you want to write good morning. Now see, G is not here on the screen, so I would press the next list button and G is now here, and then the system has started making predictions for me, and I had good and then morning, MORNING. So that's how I write good morning. And the beauty is that because this is a dictionary list technology, you could write Texas with equal ease, or any other word that you want to write. Say you want to write next word, say Bloomingdale, so you write BLOO. See, I mean, this is a completely non-dictionary word, but the statistical nature of the language seems to support writing this, and I have not had to go to the next list to write such a thing. Well, this is about the English thing, and as one can see that one can develop this technology for every language of the world, and indeed it has been developed for every language of the world. We have this here in Arabic, English, Finnish, French, Hebrew, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Swahili. Now I could write this in Russian, for example. I don't know any Russian myself, but on a basic phone which I bought in India here with this software, I would be able to use this exactly the same usability to write something in Russian. And when you make a prediction, the system is going on writing something on its own. I don't know what it's writing, but it's what the statistical nature of Russian language is finding it valid. Now I'll show this technology for our Indian language family. The Indian language family is a particularly challenging one because it's got many different types of characters, and multi-tab just wouldn't work, dictionary wouldn't work as well. So here is this, developed for Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Punjabi, Tamil and Telugu, all the major languages of India. and Hindi is our national language, majority language of India. And you would see that you could write anything, pretty much anything that you want in Hindi extremely fast on the phone. So suppose you would write क्या हो रहा है, क हलंत य आकार space ह ओकार space next list र h ह रहा है आकार बिंदी. Now that was a very simple word and written very simply with no multi-taps, always single key press, always on the screen. Now suppose you want to write a tough one like Antarashtriya, it would be simple as well. Anta ra halant ra akar sha Antarashtriya. In fact, the equivalent word, which really means international, you would have had more difficulty to write it in English on your equivalent phone. So, and the Indian product also offers many other few things, like you could write in one language and you could convert it into another language. Say if I convert it into Telugu, which is one of the languages of India, it does a transliteration very well, and you could convert it into another language. Say you convert it to Kannada, and that would be like that. You could convert it to, say, you could also convert it to English, in which case you could send it to a phone in some other part of the world where one could be reading it. So apart from all this, as you see here, there is something called compress. What we really do is we also offer an option of sending these messages. We introduce SMS compression for the first time in the world, where you increase the capacity of the SMS by 300% by using a variable bit encoding, and you could send it to a phone which has the same software to be able to decode such a phone. Otherwise we would send by default in Unicode or in the Latin script. This has many advantages because, first of all, the phone manufacturer does not need to have any printed characters on the keypad. This is a dictionary-less technology, so it enjoys the advantages of all other dictionary-based predictions have had a blind spot of not being able to support a non-dictionary word. For example, you get into a fix every time you want to write a non-dictionary word. So this one doesn't have this problem, and this usability gets even better when it comes to a touchscreen phone. Now, for example, this is a touchscreen phone of Android, and here instead of ergonomic, we have put it into something called the nearest key mode, where we put the characters exactly where they belong. So, wonderful. Suppose you were to write W is here, and O has come here. Now N is here, and then D is come on to it, R has come on to it, R, F, U, L. So that is very easy, and in fact it is much better than the hunt and peg experience that you would have on a QWERTY keypad on a touchscreen phone. So as you see, this is a winner for all languages of the world. Thank you.